This is my risk to gain conversation. What is it, if you choose to go down this road, that you have to risk? And what is it that you have to gain? And this is about a host of things such as, am I my brother's keeper? Should I learn to go to my coworkers and my friends and my in-laws and listen to their issues? Because each and every time it will come up. People are always talking about they'd like to lose some weight, they'd like to have a better memory, they'd like to have some pains go away. And it's an opportunistic time to suggest that you may have a solution. So be prepared for the fact that they want a solution, but they may not want to hear it from you. But if the results are really good, and you're looking at two schools of thought, and you can bring them up, such as, do you really believe that eating foods that have no value to them will repair cells? And let them answer. And if it is about energy, if one energy would give you 5 times the energy at half the cost, would that be of interest to you? And you see, our life is made up simply of energy, producing it, being able to function. Our brains function on energy, on ATP, about 15 pounds of this stuff per day. And it's in magic how it works. So if we got into these subject matters and started talking about how clean is the inside of your body, questions like, would you believe that healthy tissue functions better than unhealthy tissue? And if that's of interest, what does it do to a employer who sees that you're working at making your body function better for him? He's liable to come to you and say, hey, I need to hear some of that. Or you should go to him and say, here's some things that we could do as a company, and it would do thus and such. And right now, there's all kinds of evidence that people that are healthy work more efficient. Customers like it better because they're around them. They're not spreading disease. Mental disease, such as apathy. There is a thing about a person that is happy, that's healthy. They generate an enormous amount of interest in what they're doing. And that explanation of whatever they're seeking to find becomes apparent to them that it's a good product because somebody with energy is showing it to them. The benefits are staggering. Increase in IQ according to MIT. Brain function. How about dealing with dementia? Maybe if we showed our seniors, maybe from the age of 30 up, because that's the new statistics that they're dealing with, where dementia is beginning. And the aging process. How much money do we spend on cosmetics to cover up mistakes? And if we knew that the skin healed itself from inside, you begin that process by putting proper nutrients in your body that are capable of healing. The benefits just go on and on and on. And that's what we at Nefesh would like to demonstrate to you. First, that we're not getting these things properly, and they're not organic, and people have told you that eating healthy is expensive, and I'm here to tell you it's not. It's extremely, extremely cheap if you know what you're doing. And that's what we'd like to do, would be that point man in your life to show you how to do it. Not only do we have some academia, but we got some experience. And that combination allows you to pick and choose and say, that really makes sense. And if they could increase my performance, rather than me using stimulants to function with all of the sugar, and look at the damage that does long term, even short term. The effects of sugar on the body is devastating. And we're looking at children loaded with cancer, loaded with diabetes. Perhaps it's in our diet. Perhaps if we change that, and I recognize that it is really difficult to change. Change does not come easy. But if the benefits are like we're going to demonstrate to you, and the information place that we got our descriptions and our directions from are better than the ones that told you that you don't get involved in other people's life. Get above it. The Essenes were really good at that, along with the Stoics. They said, get above the problems. Let them function on their own. Well, I want to tell you from our schooling, we want to reach out, find ways of solving these problems, because the difference in your lifestyle, the purpose is so extraordinary. All at once you have reason to get up, reason to explain to people, and it's a real treat to come up with the ways of doing it, the ways of getting into a conversation and talking about their emotional needs, their physical or financial, and their spiritual. They all come together in one little world called health. And that's that gift that we're going to talk about in terms of how to get to that gift, how to open up those incredible packages that describe what we at Nefesh have found. Loss of weight, correct energy levels, correct foods to give you the most energy with the least amount of dirt left behind. Would that be of interest to you? Showing you how the brain cleans itself. What do you have to do? How the body cleans itself. And when does it do that? And how do you get in that mode? These things would be good, particularly if they increased your performance. And I hate to tell you this, but it really is all about performance. And if you're fatigued all the time and stressed out and anxietous, these things don't show well. But if you have control over what you're doing and you have a way to get there, the journey just now began for you. And we would love to be a part of that. Steve Wilson with the Nefesh Energy. Give us a look and just see what it would mean and how easy it is. And I'll walk you through this thing to where your skin gets younger without all the cosmetics. From inside, you begin to heal your gut. Your depression could go away. Clean brain, all kinds of positive things. Give us a look.